Please join me to welcome Mr. Venkata Datla. Everybody, join me to welcome Head Channel Sales India and SAARC Versa Networks. Everybody, all over to you, sir.
Hi, good evening. I don't know how did you train them to say good evening, but I will say in the normal way that we say good evening. Am I audible behind? Yeah, thank you. So first of all, I would like to thank SME Channel for giving us the opportunity to present the Versa, I can say a portfolio or a presentation about Versa to partners across here. And we thank our distributors exclusive networks as well for giving us the opportunity. First of all, I would like to introduce about Versa. We are a US based organization, part of the Silicon Valley and headquartered in San Jose. We are a 13-year-old startup. 2011 is when we started. We started the organization as a SD-WAN product organization, and then we moved on from there to add the other products which I would speak about later. If you say on predominantly, if you talk about Gartners or Forresters, those guys have rated us pretty high on the product, which we can speak about in the later slides. And if you see about 10,000 plus customers we have worldwide, and in India we have got about 400 plus customers, and 1,000 plus partners do business with us across the globe. And mostly I can say that when we started our journey as an SD-WAN product, the first I can say partners who have come to us are all managed service partners, right? Because for them the MPLS business was going down, and then they had to add some products to make up for the business that they were losing, right? So they started selling SD-WAN as a solution along with their the internet lease lines or MPLS links. So they were the first adopters, I would say, of SD-WAN solution. So we started with a lot of service providers across the globe who have deployed our solution and then sold it as a managed service to their customers on a OPEX model or on a CAPEX model, right? And if you say we are about 1,000 plus people across the globe, and India houses almost 40% of those workforce. We are about 400 plus people in India. Bangalore, we have a large office where almost 350 plus people operate out of that office. We deliver our entire lot of software development process is in Bangalore. And then we have the 24/7 TAC that we run out for the entire globe from here. And even the professional services organization is based out of Bangalore, right? So it's a large team that we have in Bangalore. The other thing that we did to comply for the new regulations to sell as a Make in India product, we moved our hardware manufacturing within India, right? So today we build most of our hardware in Pune, and then a lot of that equipment gets exported out of India as well to cater to APAC and EMEA kind of markets, right? So if you look at India, I think 2020 is when we moved our hardware manufacturing here, and then we started qualifying as a class 1 Make in India company, and then we have worked on so many customers, bagged a lot of prestigious orders as a Make in India company. And that is one of the things which I would like to tell you, that if you are working in any of the government organizations, please reach out to us. And a Gartner leader, Make in India product, that's a unique combination that you have today, right? So there are a lot of Make in India companies, but then are they good products to have? Are they certified by industry leaders? I think that is where we can come into picture, right? So do reach out to us for any of those requirements that you have. Now what I will do is I'll get into the platform or the product that we have got. The platform that we sell today is called Versa One. It is a universal SASE platform. I know SASE is a buzzword. Everybody says I'm a SASE company today, right? So Gartner has coined this in 2019, and if you see, most of the customers today speak this language, that I'm looking at a SASE solution or I'm looking at a SASE solution, something like that. So what do we do there? What is the offering that we have got? We've built a platform in 2011, as I said, and then that was predominantly to cater to the SD-WAN market. Then we added our next generation firewall and UTM functionality on the same platform. And 2019 is when we added our remote user products, I can say, which are predominantly like a ZTNA or a CASB or a DLP or a secure web gateway, right? Now the beauty of the solution is the entire portfolio of whatever products that we carry today is on one single platform, which is called Versa One platform. Now, what are the pains that we face in the market today? I think a lot of speakers spoke about the kind of, I can say today, if you look at most of us, it's a hybrid working, right? We don't go to office daily. Even if we go to office 3 days in a week, 2 days we work from home, or we work from our customer premises. So that is one of the pain, right? So when the device which belongs to the organization is moving out of the network, how are you securing it? That is one of the pain area that we face today. And the other thing, if you see the cyber security attacks or cyber attacks have become more sophisticated, like, right? People use a lot of new technologies to get into your network, the ransomwares and the amount that the organization has to pay for that security lapse. And then we have got so many point products. For each of the solution, we have got a different product, and you have to manage it. You have to have the technical skill set to manage all those products. So how do we combine all those products and make it into one platform? And then the user experience. Everybody speaks about user experience today because all the organization's business is dependent on applications, right? Everybody is using applications. So how do you give better access to those applications? How do you secure those applications? And what kind of user experience that you will give while the user is accessing those applications? And then, as everybody spoke about today, I think I was listening to the panel discussion on the AI. Now, how we use AI, I think that's another thing that is very, very critical, and how effectively we can use it in our platform. And that's one of the things that we can speak about on our portfolio, how do we deliver it. And then today, if you look at lot of business acquisitions are happening, right? Now, what happens is when an organization is acquiring another organization, there might be a lot of different products, like I'm using a different product, the company I'm acquiring, they're on a different cloud, right? So how do you seamlessly integrate those new acquisitions that I'm doing into my existing network? That's another pain point that we have today, or that's the opportunity that we can work upon. And the other thing is digital transformation. I think a lot of speakers today spoke about it, and how you can do value add while the opportunity is there at the customer place for digital transformation. So what we say, when we created this platform, we will say what we said is simplify the network, right? Or whatever you're doing, you simplify it. Today it is very complicated. Organizations have started growing from X to Y, and they've started building networks ad hocly, right? And there is no simplification today. It's all very, very, very complex. So how do we simplify the network? The second thing is how do we automate, like the presentation before us, I think they were talking about how do you automate, right? What kind of reports that you can get, how you can improve the network performance and all those stuff. So how do we automate the entire network that you have and give you a better visibility? I think these are the things that we predominantly work upon, whether the user is anywhere, whether they're in office or they're in home working from anywhere. So as I said, the basic platform, the premise that we work on this platform is zero trust. So whether the user is in the network, within the branch, within the data center, within the headquarters, or they are operating from outside the network, right? So how do we ensure that the device that is coming onto my network, it is secured, and I ensure that my network is secure, right? The other thing is, what do we do with this multi-plane architecture? Right? Today we've got multiple things, and then how do we manage all that? So how do we do the unified policy? I think that is what we work upon, and then we say that the network that you're building today, how do you simplify it and use it on one single platform? Whether you're deploying it, managing it, maintaining it, you're doing anything, how do you do on that single platform? And how do you have that uniform data lake? Today we have got multiple data lakes, multiple control planes, and how do we simplify all that? Now what we say is any device or any user or any application or any workload that you have on whatever cloud that you have, how do we get everything onto one single platform? That is where the Versa platform comes into picture. And as I said, the intelligence on network and on security, and prompting you what is going to happen in your network by looking at the anomalies, right? That is one single thing that we do on an AI platform on how we can give you notifications on what might happen in future, and then how do you rectify it, right? So these are the things that we have. As I said, the unified SASE platform, which has both network as a service through SD-WAN or a SD-LAN kind of solution, and SSE, which is predominantly the remote user security solution, right? So the platform that we have can sell, as I said, SD-WAN. We've got our own firewalls, UTMs, then the remote user workforce security, and last but not least, ZT-LAN. So what we have launched is recently, about 3-4 months back, we launched our Zero Trust LAN portfolio. So what we say is we can deliver zero trust on the switch itself. If the switch is residing in any of the, I can say the distribution layer or anywhere that you have, we can actually do a zero trust on the switch itself, so that you need not go to the cloud or to your firewall to deliver a zero trust, right? I'm sorry. So when I say all this platform, I think we discussed all these things. On the security products, as I said, we have got our own firewall, we've got our own UTM, we do IDS, IPS, UEBA, all those functions that we can deliver. Then on the SSE, we have got our ZTNA portfolio, which replaces most of the VPN requirements today by giving more security posture and more security to the organization. Then we have the secure web gateway, which is the future, or we can say, how do you replace the on-prem proxies that we have today to cloud, because most of the users are operating out of multiple places. And also, how do we move firewall from a central location to give it as a service, so that as and when, wherever you are, whichever application you are using, how do we secure the user and the application, right? The other thing that I would like to speak about is private SASE or sovereign SASE. What is it? So today we have got a lot of customers who say that when I deploy my SASE solution, I have to go to the cloud and then do all my management, right? So how do I have on-prem SASE? So that is where we come into picture, and whatever SASE that we are delivering from cloud, that can be delivered on-premise also. There are a lot of government customers who say that we want it on-prem. So we can deliver the SASE platform in the customer's data center itself, right? That is one of the solutions that we have got, and if any of your customers are looking at something like that, please do reach out to us. The other thing that we do is digital experience management, wherein we say that that works on our client, which can give a lot of inputs about what is the kind of application visibility you have, how is the application performing. All that experience is what we can showcase to the customer. And then under SD-WAN, as I said, we do SD-WAN, we do routing, the firewall, as well as we've got something called SD-WAN for lean IT, which we call it as a Titan solution. So any organization which is a smaller organization, they don't want to go with a full-fledged SD-WAN solution, they can look at our Titan solution, wherein you can manage everything from your mobile itself. We've got a Titan app which the customer can download, the administrator can download and manage everything from there. So that we predominantly say for any lean IT organizations, that is one of the things that you should look at. And SD-LAN, as I spoke about, right? How do we deliver zero trust on the switching itself? So this is the entire portfolio that we have, and as I said, the beauty is all this portfolio is on one single platform. So you need not have multiple ways, multiple products to go through and then get out of the network. On one single platform, we deliver everything. As I said, we are a Gartner leader for last 5 years on SD-WAN, and there are a lot of people who have certified the products like Forresters or Cyber Ratings or ISG. All these reports are available, which we can give it to you. If any of your customers is asking for us, all these things can be given. As I said initially, we are the one of the 3 vendors who are present in all the 3 Gartner quadrants. Like they have got 3 quadrants in SASE. One is SD-WAN. The second one is unified SASE, where we say that both SD-WAN and SSE is there, and then SSE is the 3rd quadrant that they have got. So these are some of the customers that we have got. As I said, all these are large customer deployments. Any vertical, you can see most of the leaders in those verticals are our customers. And we can speak more about what kind of solutions we have given to these guys. We are available backstage, post the presentation, and we can discuss on what are the use cases that we have delivered to these customers, and what did we do exactly with these. And this is the global customer base that I can give you. You can say that a lot of global Fortune 500 companies are part of I can say our customers as worldwide, right? I think that's it. That's what I have. Maybe I'm a little bit over time, and thank you. Thanks for giving us the opportunity.